Well, good morning, everybody. I'm actually in the passenger seat today. So I had a guy show up at my office the other day. It was pretty funny. He said, "So I got two questions for you. Why do you do your videos every day? And who's driving the truck?" And so today, my daughter is actually driving. See, we'll just pan over here. I can't get her all the way. Anyway, she's driving today. She's getting her permit. So yay! All right. So hey, we've been talking about auto insurance. Talked about life insurance and home insurance. How home insurance kind of the foundational policy. We've got a car coming up, and how it's kind of the sorry, I'm getting a little nervous. It's the foundational policy of your insurance. And then we talked about auto insurance, and yesterday we talked about the liability. You're clear. About your liability and how, if somebody's in a serious injury accident, they can come after everything you own. So it's so important to make sure that you have not just the state minimums, because state minimums nowadays aren't going to get you anywhere, but on the bodily injury side. Now, another part of that, liability insurance. So if you ever see insurance written, it's going to say the state minimums are 25/50/ and then 25. So the first one is a 25. Sorry, we're in our construction zone again. So the first 25,000 is the bodily injury per person. Second number, the 50,000, is how much per accident the insurance will pay. And then the last number is your property damage. Now again, I'm just using that because that's what people are familiar with. Those are extremely, extremely low coverages. But that last number, the property damage, the state minimum is 25,000 on it. Now, we don't recommend at our agency anything lower than $100,000, and I'll tell you why. So we were looking at possibly getting a new Expedition. This has been about a year ago. It was back in 2018, and I'm a Ford guy, and the new Expeditions are just amazing. Their towing capacity, they got a little V6 in it, and we've got one now with the V6. It's a few years old, but we never have wanted more power. That thing is it has more power than the V8 that we had before it. So there's my plug for Ford right there. But no, so we went and looked at it, and to get one, it had all the bells and whistles and stuff like that, but it was like $85,000 for this vehicle. I mean, just crazy amount of money. And so you think about if you get into an accident. I mean, that's now I understand that's on the high end of the of most vehicles. I know you can go higher and stuff, but that's just saying, just letting us know. I mean, your F-250s, your F-350s, the bigger vehicles, they're getting up there in price. But even the smaller vehicles, I think the smaller. What I've seen, the smaller vehicles even are running around 30 to 40,000, which is unreal. But so if you only have the state minimums, you get in an accident, you're running the risk of not only having to pay for someone's bodily injury if they get hurt, but also for their property. So any property that is damaged in an accident, that you're at fault. So you got to even consider roadways. You've got signs. The other day I talked about the rollover wreck. Well, if it took out any landscaping, any signs, anything like that, that's all the responsibility of the person who is at fault. And this is really bumpy. I apologize for this truck. It's not a new truck. Yeah. So you're responsible for that. The city is going to be sending you a bill because you're the cause of that accident. And so that's why it's so important to, again, sit down with your agent, make sure that you have the coverages that you need for the risk that you're taking. So if you're driving, you're taking the risk. You're taking all that risk, especially if you just have the state minimums. You're saying, okay, I'm going to take the risk of, can you change lanes? I'm going to take the risk of having all of this, sorry, we're doing some shuffling here. There we go. That's a little smoother. So if you have state minimums, you're saying I'm going to take the risk of all that. The insurance is only going to pay this small amount, and I'm going to take the risk for the rest of that. So again, if you don't have an agent, feel free to contact us. We'll sit down. We'll go over your current coverages, even if you don't switch to us or anything like that. Now, we are probably going to explain to you our policies and our agency and things like that. But again, I mean, we want to help. We're not going to require you to switch to our agency before we actually help you and things like that. We want people to understand what their insurance is supposed to do for them, and to understand if they're protected or not. Because I'm telling you, I've been there. The worst feeling in the world is to need your insurance and then to call your insurance agent and they say, "Oh, you're not covered on that," or you're only covered for a very small portion of that, and the sinking feeling that comes with that is just it's all there. So hey, I hope everybody has a great and successful what is today? Thursday. It is Thursday, man. My daughter's going to work with me. I don't know if I can. There she is. There we go. But she's going to work with me, and so we're going to enjoy the day. She's going to do her school at the office, so that's always fun. So hey, we're almost to the weekend. We've got big plans for the weekend. We're going to go to a Oklahoma City Dodgers game on Friday, and then I think we're going to spend the weekend out at Camp Doris. It's my mom's birthday, and that's what she asked. She said she wanted to go out camping with the grandkids. So we're going to take our travel trailer out there and enjoy some time out in nature, in comfort though. So hey, hope everybody has a great, successful Thursday. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.